What's up, everyone? Welcome to a True Underground Story podcast. I'm your host, Timmy Burner. This is presented by Overlooked Artist Hosting, and today I'm with Shyfye Tha Don. How you doing today, Shyfye?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Another day in paradise.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Give me the 20,000. Invested in myself. Goofy shit I don't allow. Hating ass hoes always breaking they necks. Giving whiplash. Cross these bitches up the disrespect. Have them jerking back and forth. Confused with my technique. Different philosophies. Don't forget I'm in tech B. Self-made mindset of a boss nigga. Gotta come correct. Facing at the day. Play your cards right. Any up. Gotta come correct. These bitches pussy. Let me calm down. Gotta recollect. Don't got time for fakes, gotta watch my back. Move accordingly, yeah, these niggas cat. They wish they was me, ain't got time for that. Through Versace friends, I be like, what you looking at?
All right, that was Savage by Shyfye Tha Don. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, Shyfye, where you're from.
So I am from Dayton, Ohio. Born and raised. Started taking music real serious about 4 years ago, but always been writing rap since I was little. I got all my music on all platforms. Got 3 albums out. I'm pretty a chill person, stay to myself, but once I hit the stage, it's a whole different person. So yeah.
What was life like for you growing up in Dayton, Ohio at a young age?
I would say it was pretty fun. I was outgoing, always outside. Music has always been my background, so I was the kid that was in the drill teams back in the day. And I took that up into college. I was in a marching band. I went to an art school, so my background is majority anything that was creative. But pretty much just out here being busy. I like to be busy. I like to do different things. So yeah.
What art school did you go to?
Cyber School for the Arts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good school. And you said you've been making music professional, like taking music seriously for the last 4 years now?
Yeah, for the last 4 years, yeah.
How did you come up with the stage name Shyfye Tha Don?
Okay, so the guy I was working with before, we were just trying to figure out my rap name. And he was like, you're a really shy person and all this other stuff, so let's name you Shyfire. And I was like, okay. And then I told my friend that name. It's like, no, say Shyfye, because everybody don't fire like the whole word. So Shyfye is what I was going with. And then like a year later, I know I call myself a boss all the time. I'm a queen, all this other stuff. So I was like, let's add the Don to it. And that's how Shyfye Tha Don came, the whole entire name. So yeah.
What made you want to pursue music? Was it just your love for music from that early age, or?
Yeah, my love for music. I've always when I was younger, I used to look at Lil Bow Wow. I think everybody looked at Lil Bow Wow. I was like, I want to be him. So yeah, I used to write rhymes and record myself over the tape recorder and just wanted to rap. And then I got into different artists like 50 Cent was one of my favorite rappers actually. Get Rich or Die Trying, and then The Massacre was my 2 favorite albums from him. And then when Nicki Minaj hit the scene, I was like, oh, I want to be Nicki, like the female rapper, like everybody like her. So it's pretty much always been my thing. Like I want to be a rapper. I was just always a quiet and reserved person, so I never stepped out of that zone until I was like, I'm going to just take it serious this time.
All right, yeah. I feel like Nicki had that effect. She kind of took the world by storm.
Yeah.
What was some music you kind of grew up listening to? You brought up Bow Wow, but what else did you grow up listening to? Whether it was something your parents had you listening to or just stuff you were listening to on your own?
My parents used to listen to Tupac, so I'm a big Tupac fan. Heard his music a lot, DMX, listen to Ice Cube here and there, and then I'm a big R&B fan too. So I listen to Toni Braxton, Ashanti, Keisha Cole. I'm a big Whitney Houston fan as well. So I'm pretty much all over the place, depending on what I want to listen to. Because the new artists that I listen to is Kalani, Summer Walker, her. It's just all over. Yeah.
They had you listening to the GOATs of that time period. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What did your friends and family think when you decided to start pursuing music?
Oh, they was very supportive. They already knew that's something I wanted to do. So my sister, she's on a few songs and she'll hit the stage with me. Like she likes to support and be like on the side of me, helping me with songs and stuff like that. My mom supporter, my dad is, and my younger sister. So everybody's like pretty much there. They like always ask me when's my next show, when I'm gonna be on the radio and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's awesome.
no problems with that.
So your sister's like your hype woman on the stage with you?
Yeah.
All right. So our first game here is called Rank These Albums. I had you give me a list of some artists that you knew their discography. We'll start with Meek Mill. He's got 5 albums here. You'll rank them from your least favorite to your favorite. We've got Dreams and Nightmares, Dreams Worth More Than Money, Wins and Losses, Championships, and Expensive Pain.
Okay. My favorite is Wins and Losses. I feel like he actually poured his heart and emotions on that album because he'd been through a lot with the whole going to jail, the breakup with Nicki and stuff like that. And I kind of relate to most of the songs on that album. Heavy Heart, I like. Issues, I like. The song with The Dream. It's like
I'm trying to think of what it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
That's my favorite song, like off that album. And then the album after probably Dream Chasers. When he first was like trying to get onto the scene, he was going real hard with his music. And I feel like everybody likes that album. And then Championship, I like as my third favorite. It's cool. I like the intro. I like the intro. I like the song What's Free. It's a very knowledgeable song. They spitting real stuff on there with Rick Ross and Jay-Z. That song Cardi, I like. And then that song with I like. So I mean, I like Championship. I guess he was getting out, he has a sequel where he's like wins and losses and then he went in Championship. But I feel like he was just like putting out music with that album. My least favorite has to be Expensive Pain though.
His newest one?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone kind of had that same take on that album. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, no.
Previous work.
Different. And I skip a lot of songs on that album. Like I swear I think it's like the first 2 songs on that album that I like and then the rest of it's like why? Like just stick to like pretty much.
All right, so we'll move on to Nicki Minaj. We've got Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, The Pink Print, Queen, and Beam Me Up Scotty.
My favorite is Beam Me Up Scotty. The old Nicki, the grind hard Nicki, she had fire throughout that whole album.
Yeah, I was glad she re-released it.
Yeah, like like think dang like who is this? Because I think it was like Go Hard. That song I heard that in like 2010, and I'm like, oh yeah, she fired. So Beam Me Up Scotty, and then Queen is my second. Not a lot of people like Queen, but I can actually play that whole album without skipping any song on there. On Queen, Pink Friday is probably my least favorite from her. It's pop. I like her pop music, but every song is pretty much pop. And yeah, I like the rap Nicki. Pop.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
And then we've got Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and his newest release, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
My favorite. It's a tie between To Pimp a Butterfly and his newest album. His newest album I like because I can relate to a lot of stuff he's talking about in his album, as far as like spiritual journey, life journey, and stuff. Yeah. Like as you get older, you do have a different perspective on stuff. And that song Toxic, that song with that woman where they're arguing on there, I'm like, wow, like that's really a daily thing for people. So I like him. And To Pimp a Butterfly, I like his I just like that album because he's just speaking a lot of truth on that album. And yeah, my least favorite is Damn. I don't too much care for that album. I probably only like 2 songs on there, but that's my least favorite.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his newest album. It's a whole story. I mean, from track 1 to the last track, it tells the story of what he's been dealing with and what his life was like and why he's the way he is. It's a great album. I need to go back and re-listen to Pimp a Butterfly because I didn't like it when it came out. But after hearing this album, I kind of want to go and give that like a second listen to try and fully understand what that album was.
Yeah.
Section 80, though, I think is kind of slept on in his work because that was the first project I heard of his, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I like Section 80 too. I really do, but I haven't heard it in so long. I got to go back and listen to it and see what my favorite songs was on the album again. So yeah.
All right. So going to Kevin Gates here, we've got Isla, I'm Him, the Luca Brasi story, 1, 2, and 3, and By Any Means.
My favorite is Luca Brasi 3. That's my favorite from him. I think from top to bottom, I like every song on there. Discussion. Can't think of the other songs. Oh, Great Man. That's my favorite song from him. But my second favorite, I would have to say Isla. That's my second favorite. Third and fourth would be Luca Brasi 1 and 2. My least favorite is I'm Him. I don't know. I feel like Kevin Gates tells a story too where he puts all his emotion into the songs. I'm Him is like, so I feel like to me he just threw it together just to have some music out because I think he had just, and then he was trying to get his fan base growing back. Even though people listen to Kevin Gates, but it was a while when he was dropping. So that's how I feel about I'm Him. It's a good album, but it's not my favorite.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Kevin Gates projects I'm a fan of. I want to say it's Luca Brasi 1 and 2. I'm probably the biggest fan of all of his work. And I want to say Luca Brasi story was probably the first project I'd actually heard of his. But I like Kevin Gates. I think he's a talented artist and he does what he does.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we've got Young Dolph. We've got King of Memphis, Bulletproof, Thinking Out Loud, Dumb and Dumber, Rich Slave, and Dumb and Dumber 2 with Key Glock.
My favorite is Dumber Dumber 2. And I listen to it because of Dolph, because I've listened to all Dolph music. And I swear, like, the last 3, he got so much better at rapping. Like, it just seemed like it came easy to him, and then his flow and his lyrics was like, he talking some shit. Like, that's how I felt about Dumber Dumber 2. My second is Bulletproof. I like Bulletproof because he's basically telling them they didn't touch him. And he had like a story. At the titles of the song, they literally was him cussing them out in these titles, like, you can't shoot me. I forgot the titles. I have to look at them again. But he just talking mess throughout the whole song. And I don't think I skipped no songs on there either, as far as that album. My least favorite is not Rich Slave. Dumb and Dumber, the original Dumb and Dumber.
The original Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really got that in tune with Young Dolph's music. I kind of want to, just so I can understand what everyone's, because I know he had a big impact on the culture.
Yeah.
What do you think his impact had on the culture?
Young Dolph pretty much was like, of course he was a hustler, but you could not tell him nothing. Like, he was gonna do what he wanted to do. He gonna talk shit in your face on a song, and just tell you how to get money, like, in all different types of ways. And just do it. If you want to do it alone, do it with a team, either or, because I feel like he was always pretty much by himself if he wasn't with people that was close to him. And he didn't work with too many other rappers like that. Like, he probably was on a feature here and there, but he was mostly based on being self-made, building his own brand, being his own boss. Like, That's why I like Dolph. So I think that's the biggest impact that he was putting out there, and it was like pretty much fuck the rap game. He don't need no industry money, no labels, none of that. Like pretty much like he said, he's self-made.
Yeah, I agree though. Fuck the rap game.
Yeah.
What artist would you say influenced your style of music?
It's a few. Dolph is one of them. Young and Mag, and I want to say Meek. I listen to a lot of Meek, and he's like a motivational rapper. Like he really like Dream Chasers is motivation to him. So my style of music is I'm motivating whomever really. I could be talking about women and how they should treat themselves as a queen. I really never tell women to like chase after they want. I mean, they can if they want to, but in my songs, don't chase after no man. Have self respect. Get your own bag, like you do. Or if it's in an abroad type of situation, it's pretty much like just uplift yourself and embrace yourself and treat yourself like a boss or whatever the situation may be. Embrace yourself, and or I just have like club songs. But in those club songs, I'm like motivating and bragging in a way to I might not have it right now, or I do have it right now, but I'm going to get more money wise, business wise, or whatever situation may be. But ain't no hater gonna stop me type thing. So that's my mindset. So that's how where I get my music.
That's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
What's one thing you can't live without, aside from essentials, obviously?
One thing I can't live without.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. It would have to be music. I swear, I feel like if I didn't have music, I would go insane. Like, pretty much insane.
I'm the same way. Music is 95% my day, every day.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to find something new to listen to.
Pretty much. Like, and depending on how I feel, like, I gotta look up either R&B or a song that's like Rick Ross. Rick Ross, he's a motivational rapper too. If you want to hear about some business or something, like you listen to Rick Ross. Or if you want to hear about some conscious music, you look up Kendrick or J. Cole. So, and I have a radio playing in my head every other day. So, I'll bust out rapping a song that from like 2000, a Ja Rule song with Jennifer Lopez. That's just how much I love music. Like, so I couldn't go without music.
I was playing some song the other day from like 2002. I hadn't probably listened to it in years, and I still could go word for word with the song. It just stays rent-free in my head.
Yeah.
All I need to hear is the instrumental, and all starts flooding back.
Yeah.
So this next game we've got here is called This or That. I'll present two options to you of two artists, and you'll pick which one you would prefer to ride around listening to. Got G-Unit or Slaughterhouse?
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse. Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Nicki.
Lupe Fiasco or Wale?
I'm gonna go with Wale because I never really listened to Lupe.
Whereskhalifa or Kid Cudi?
Whereskhalifa.
Kevin Gates or Young Thug?
Kevin Gates.
Tory Lanez or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Bruno Mars or The Weeknd?
Bruno Mars.
Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill?
Erykah Badu.
Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Music Soul Child or Drew Hill?
Drew Hill.
DMX or Ja Rule?
DMX.
Jay-Z or Nas?
I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Keith Sweat or Luther Vandross?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. XX Tentacion or Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Who would you say is probably your favorite artist at the moment?
At the moment, to be honest, I'm gonna have to say I ain't been listening to no rappers lately though.
R&B is fine. It don't
Yeah,
have to be hip hop. R&B is fine.
R&B, I would say it's between Kalani and Summer Walker. I can repeat Summer Walker's music all day, literally all day. So yeah, Summer Walker.
Summer Walker?
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Kalani. I think she's amazing.
yeah.
Have you got to do any features for artists?
I just recently did a feature with a friend of mine, but not as of lately. I haven't done any features. So, and then my last EP, I had features on it, Rob Nero and Freemason, but I haven't done any features on anybody else's song besides the one I did recently.
Is that something you want to try and start doing more of? Is working with other artists?
Yeah. I mean, if they reach out to me and ask me to be on a song, that's fine. I'll do a feature, but to be honest, kind of steering away. My next project, I'm gonna probably just have just me, no features. I just want to focus on me when it comes to my songs. But I'm down to do features. Anybody can hit me up and let me know if they want to have me on a song. I'll write a verse.
I know you said your next project you want to make yourself, but if in the future there was ever like a mainstream artist you could get a feature from, who would you want to work with?
Definitely Kalani. Her. I would say her, the singer her. I would definitely
Her.
go. I just seen her in a concert and she's like really sweet. I knew she knew how to play the guitar and the piano. But when I seen her on that drum set, I'm like, she's fire. Like,
She's all about music.
yeah, so I love her. I love her energy. So I would definitely want a feature from her. As far as rappers, Megan be cool, Cardi be cool, Nicki would be cool. And that's pretty much it. I really ain't. And Dolph. If Dolph was still living, I'd be him. So
Who's an artist you feel like kind of gets like slept on or is you view as underrated in hip hop or R&B even?
R&B, Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She's definitely slept on. Like her whole last album from the to the end was fire. And I'm kind of salty because she said she's not doing music no more. I'm like, no, we need more music from her. But R&B, yeah, Tiana Taylor. Rapper wise, I can't think of a rapper right now. Yeah, I can't think of a rapper right now that feels slept. I don't feel like they're slept on because I feel like a bunch of people know them already.
Yeah. Do you have like a celebrity crush?
I have a few. Um, Kalani, I have a crush on. Tiana Taylor, crush on, and Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
And Kevin Gates. Actually. A lot of people don't think he's attractive, but to me, he is.
So this next game we've got here is called Hit or Miss. I've got a small list of random albums that were released within around the last year or so.
Mm.
And you'll just tell me if it was a hit or a miss in your book. If you didn't listen to it, you can just say pass. We've got NLE Choppa's Me vs. Me.
Pass.
2 Chainz, Dope Don't Sell Itself.
That's a hit.
Lotto's 777.
I haven't listened to that yet, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay. We got Trendsetter by Coil Ray.
I'll say that's a miss.
Miss. Certified Lover Boy by Drake.
That's a miss.
Tana Talk by Benny the Butcher.
I'll pass on that one.
Pass on that. Still Over It by Summer Walker.
Still over it. That's a miss.
Planet Her by Doja Cat.
That's a hit. I forgot about Doja.
What would you say has probably been the hardest thing for you as an artist?
For me, it's
Yes.
being, I like to say to myself, so social media is like the hardest thing for me. I don't like to be on social media like that. So promoting and stuff like that can be a little difficult. But I'm trying to work through it because that's how we build our brand. That's how we get out there. And nowadays is to post on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and constant show. You got
Yeah.
and be out here. That's only how you get noticed. So I'm working on it. But that's probably my biggest thing for as being an artist. I don't get too scared when I hit the stage to perform. I love doing videos. I meet different people. But yeah, the social media thing.
Is that due to, because you had said the guy that helps you kind of get your stage name, is it because you're shy, that you're just not a big social media person?
Yeah.
What would you say has probably been the most rewarding thing for you as an artist?
The most rewarding, I would say, actually, actually doing my music. Because for like when I was younger, I would dream about it, and I was like, maybe one day. So me actually performing, me actually having music on all platforms, me actually watching my videos and seeing my actually do what I always wanted to do and actually put forth the work to it. I'm actually proud of that. Hearing myself rap and write songs, I can actually write songs and they're catchy and people love them. So yeah, I'm proud of myself when it comes to that. And actually just getting out of my comfort zone. Never thought I would be on certain stages performing in front of people or anything like that. And ain't no telling who else have heard my music, as far as like in the industry or over in another country that I'm branding out and people hear my music. So I just that's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of living your dream every time you step in the booth or step on stage.
Yeah.
If you approached somebody and you had told them you made music, how would you describe your music to them? Like your style?
Um I get asked that a lot because I'm not too conscious. I would give them examples like I do club music. I really don't know a genre or where to put my music. I think I'm creating my own lane. I really feel that way. I don't do drill music. So I don't know. People will have to just listen to it and just get a feel from it. I definitely heard. I would say my music sound is probably like more down south because I always hear that I rap like Project Pack. A lot of people,
I can see that.
yeah. So I'm like, oh really? Because I don't really listen to Project Pack.
Yeah.
So that's not people say that.
How many music videos do you have currently out?
I think it's 10. I think about 10 videos.
About 10 videos. What would you say is probably your favorite video you made?
My favorite is between Self Made and Cash. Those are my favorites.
What made Self Made one of your favorite videos?
I think the vibe that day and the song in general. I love the song and it just feel like we having fun in that video. You definitely could tell it's a lot of confidence when it comes to me because if you watch my videos, you can see the progress throughout the years as I've come as far as an artist. So just the confidence and just us having fun and just being able to shoot that video was pretty much cool to me. I like the person that shot it too as well. He's very creative, so I like how the video turned out when it comes to Self Made. And yeah, that's why I like Self.
Do you remember who shot the Self Made video?
Yeah, his name is Nate. I forgot his Instagram name, but yeah, his name is Nate. Was that his only video that he shot of mine? Yeah, I think so. That's the only video. He's always done videos. And I'm definitely him for my next video. I just like him as a person. Like he's cool to work with, and he takes his job serious. So yeah,
It's understandable.
yeah,
Was it fun for you in the Savage video getting to break the windshield?
yeah. That was fun. Like that was totally different. Breaking windshields, jumping on cars, standing on that truck was interesting because they had us up there, and then they set a car on fire next to us. But then the fire started to spread, and I'm getting scared because I'm on top of this truck. Like, I gotta get me down before everything blow up. That's when don't mix. So, and yeah, fire and all that don't mix. So yeah, they had me scared, but that was so much fun. It was different. I have not seen a video like that. So my manager Ron came up with the concept, and we went with it. So yeah.
Like, how many shows have you got to do?
I want to say I've done at least since last year. Last year, I've done it about 2 years now. I would say about 10.
About 10 shows. What was probably the biggest show you've done?
It was probably when I was at Jimmy Ladder's. That was like 2 years ago. There was a lot of people at that show. And I had my sister, of course, and I had somebody else with me on stage. So we had fun. We created a show for that. And I feel like a lot of people knew who I was that day. So, but I have another show that's coming up this Saturday. It's the side show. And I feel like, honestly, this show might be the biggest. To be honest, it's a 40-minute set. That's a long time. And I definitely got to put on a show for that. So I'm going through each album. So I definitely feel like this might be the biggest show I've done so far. So yeah.
Well, that's awesome. You are a part of Streetlight Entertainment under their management, correct?
Yes.
What's Streetlight Entertainment about?
Streetlight is pretty much, of course, it's a management, artist development. It's a label too. So Ron he just works with everybody, try to get people to pursue their dreams and fill out their dreams. He works with everybody. He gets along. He talks to a lot of people, and he networks so he can get our names and stuff and branding out there. He gives us ideas that we should do. So yes, that's Streetlight Management. He just does it all. He has everything under his umbrella. So anybody that needs a management could reach out to him. He'll book shows and all that other stuff.
Who are some other artists under Streetlight Entertainment?
Samurai West, The Love Locks, Sex Queen, Amazon, Signature is he's under Streetlight. And I think that's it. I think I'm the only female rapper under Streetlight. Everybody else is pretty much R&B and stuff like that.
Okay. Everyone kind of has their own opinion of it, but what to you is your definition of making it in the industry?
My definition of making it is to just do what you love. I mean, as long as you're happy doing what you're doing and you getting paid to do what you do, I feel like that's it. I don't feel like everybody wants to be the biggest superstar rapper. I mean, I'm sure everybody wants to reach that level, but they don't. It's not a goal like that to them. As long as they just do what they love and they generate the income as far as that situation goes, I feel like people feel like they made it like that.
What would you say is some change that you would like to see?
A change I would like to see. I just want to book more shows. To be honest, I just want to book more shows in different states and stuff like that. Drop another video, more videos, more promotion. And just keep putting out bodies of work constantly. So yeah.
Moving on here, I've got 3 of your singles and 2 of your albums, and I just kind of want to get what the creative process was behind that work.
Okay.
So we'll start with your single, Royalty. What was the creative process for that track?
I consider myself up here. I consider myself a queen. I don't look beneath nothing. I really have royalty tatted on me because I feel like I just hold myself to a higher standard. Everything is top tier to me. I feel like I just wear the crown on my head every day. Who's gonna tell me something? Nobody. Like,
Right.
I am what I am. Like at the end of the day, so so royalty is just me being a boss, running stuff, um, and if I have a plan, I'm gonna execute it. So yeah, that's how I can explain it. Because I feel like anybody think royalty, they just think of a king. I do think of a king. Like I just want kings and queens around. I just want to be in a room with kings and queens all day. If you have a mindset up here and you know you hold yourself at a higher standard, I feel like everybody be okay.
And then we've got, I'm assuming Crown would probably be right under that same,
Yeah,
just of holding yourself to a higher standard.
yeah.
What about your single RIU?
Run it up. Run it up was basically that was really off the whim when we created that in the studio. It was me, my sister Shani G when she was rapping at the time, and other singer. Her name was Lolo, and I played a beat for them, and I'm like, let's come up with a song. And the girl, she was like, oh, I got a hook, and then she kept saying, like, came up with Run It Up. I'm like, okay. So basically, just run up the money, run up the stacks, run up your whatever you want to run up. At the end of the day, just get it going and move forward with it. So yeah, it's basically a money song. Like most songs, it's like about money.
Okay. Moving on to your albums, The Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
What was the creative process behind that album?
That album is where The Don started, because before that, I was just called Shyfye. So The Don actually means a determined, originated noble woman. So I have my own unique personality, style. I don't feel like I fit any bubble, none. I'm just me. So a determined, originated woman is somebody that's got perseverance and just determined to knock out any goal that I have set. So, of course, Don in the world today is probably a mafia boss or something like that. But I'm not into no drugs or selling drugs or nothing like that. I flipped it and created it into a more positive situation where I'm a determined originated number one, Don. So, and I'm a number woman, royalty, queen, like. So that's how that name, the Don, came. Then I was already talking like the boss talk, how to motivate people, how to apply pressure when it comes to being self-made, owning a business, or any situation like that. So that's how that came about.
That's pretty awesome that you tried to take something that has normally like a negative meaning and kind of give it a positive. In the world we live today, it's something that's needed.
Yeah.
There's so much violence every day.
Yeah.
Then what would you say is probably your favorite track you did on The Dawn?
Gassed Up. That's my favorite. Because Gassed Up is really like talking to the clout chasers that just like to be seen all day. The people that like to do gimmicks. Like, you don't have to do that. I mean, if it works for them, I guess. But people that act like that to me irritates me. So it's like, be yourself. Like, I swear back in the day when people were rappers and stuff, they had their own unique style. Everybody didn't look alike, sound alike, all this other stuff.
Yeah. They all kind of try to make their own lane.
Yeah.
Where now it's somebody creates a sound, the next day there's 60 different artists trying to use the same sound because they saw somebody else kind of get clout or gain popularity because they sounded different, and then everyone wants to use that.
Yeah. 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 So Gassed Up is like, yeah, they gassing these people up, giving them the big head. Why everybody want to be followers? That's how I be feeling about it. Like, be yourself, be a leader. So, but everybody can. So it is what it is. But that's how I feel about that, and that's why I wrote that song.
And then you've got your album Destined.
Yes.
What was the creative process behind this album?
Destin really wasn't a creative process. When I was starting to go into the studio, I was just trying to figure me out. So I was just writing songs and just kept writing songs. Then I noticed I had like 10 songs that actually sounded really good. I said, I'm ready to put my album out. So the title Destin came about is because I knew I had a dream. I knew I wanted to do music. I'm finally doing it. So I'm destined to do it. So I finally put out an album. I actually put forth the work to do it. So I just named my album Destin. Like, I'm destined for greatness eventually. Like, long down the line, I'll probably be the biggest hip hop artist there is, or working with big hip hop artists, or whatever the situation may be. But I'm destined for greatness at the end of the day. So that's how that came about.
That was almost like a manifestation, almost.
Yeah.
Manifesting that you're destined to be able to go and work with mainstream artists one day down the line.
Yeah.
What would you say is probably your favorite track off that project?
How Could You? It's an R&B song, but that is my favorite track on there. I just like the way it's mixed. I like the song. It's definitely a lot of feeling behind it. And yeah, I like How Could You.
And then we've got another single here, Pull 'Em, by you, with Candy Bars as the feature. What was the creative process behind that song and music video?
The creative process, I had wrote that song just one day. I was going through beats, and then I came upon that beat, and I wrote a hook, and I'm like, oh, Candy Bars would sound cool in this song. So I went ahead and asked her to go ahead and write a verse for it, and she knocked it out like real quick. And then the video, somebody came up with the idea. My old producer came up with the idea for that video. He definitely built a lot of that stuff in that video by hand. And then we definitely shot that like near the studio late at night, as far as that video went. But Pull 'Em is basically like it's twerking type club song. Definitely a club song. It got a bounce to it. And we was both spitting on that as far as Pull 'Em goes. And yeah.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, of course my EP Royalty is on all platforms. Also the video Savage is out on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram _Shyfye, SHYFYE. YouTube, Shyfye Tha Don. Be a lookout on some new music. Drop some new music this year. And yeah.
All of Shyfye's links will be in the description below on YouTube and Facebook, from her IG, her Facebook page, Instagram, Spotify. I'm going to probably start finally plugging Apple, just because I know some people still use Apple instead of Spotify. So that'll also be in the description. Shy, I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. And thank you for this opportunity.
No problem. I will most likely reach out again soon. I want to kind of bring artists back after a while to catch up and talk about what's going on and things they're working on. So if you're going to be dropping new music soon, I'll definitely want to have you on again to talk about your new releases, all that.
Okay. Well, thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Take it easy.